You have just 10% of opportunities to get the FDA
Yes.
approval, right? Since for me is 60%, right? It's 60% of 120 and 40% of 20 million, which makes an 80 million profit estimation. Okay, so for you.
Okay, I see things a little different. Yeah, but I understood the document different. I understood that we as a product, let's say the product, let's name that medicine the product. The product, when will be delivered in the market, it will produce, in I don't know in how many years, but it will produce effects of $30 million, sales of $30 million.
I think like how Juan got his calculation in fact is if you refer on the case after they mentioned that Zincit can't afford to pay more than its expected profit of 30 million, within the brackets, if you do the calculation 90% of 20 million and 10% of 120 million, it produced 30 million. I think this is exactly how then as the inventor Juan is able to calculate for Mr. Hassan 80 million.
Okay, but this is a number that we don't have in the text there. So we have discussed there some packages. If we receive FDA approval, so you see there are some benefits here.
I think all these packages, they are not being really precise, let's say. I created a table where I put some other options. So as you see, option A, it's getting 10 million in advance and 50 million afterwards. We have 20 million profit. If you pay me 20 million, then you don't get profit. All right? If we don't get the FDA approval. So I will get 20 million and you don't get 20 million. So then for me, it will be nice if we split this 20 million, half for you, half for me. So 10 for me and 10 for you, okay? 10. I know that 10 it's less than the 20 that I could get from you or from the other company. 10 is less. But in this case, I'm taking the risk in advance. So then you don't lose anything, I don't lose anything. Then if we get approval, 100 million, we could split the pie and you get 50 million, I get 50 million. What happens here? That I can get a total amount of 60 million, you can get a total amount of 60 million. And what happens? That you're not going to lose anything. You are not putting on risk to your company. Because, for example, if you pay me 20 million in advance or upfront, you're putting some risk to your company. If you pay 25 in advance, you're putting some risk to your company. All right? So
I believe that the first offer that you made is more viable. Practically, we both take the risk. To consider first that we, as a company, we have all the production cost, the distribution cost, and the life cycle of the product brings, I don't know, more risk, to say so. So we take more risk than you. What I'm saying is that we should split a little bit different the percentage, not 50-50, but I don't know, maybe 60-40.
When you're talking about your production cost and everything, this goes already inside this 120 million.
If I think a little bit and at what you said, for me it sounds good.
My lawyer, it wouldn't be really interested in this deal, right? Just create a parallel contract respecting what the actual contract says, and I will give her also 5% of the revenues that I will get after the FDA approval.
Okay, and that's on your behalf?
Yeah, that's on my behalf. Absolutely, I will give part of my money.
It has no impact on me. Therefore, it is good for me. I believe it's a fair decision.
All right. So if we have a deal, we've spent 22 minutes.
Yeah.